Good evening, Yeshiva Shalom Bayit. Wake up. Let's go. Let's start over today. We're holding by Rosh Chodesh Tammuz. Bezat Hashem today, this special, and Rosh Chodesh is always a special zechut to daven. We know that the 2 months, Tammuz and Av, Rahman al-Islam, are the troublesome months. Those are the months that are controlled by Esav Rasha, and they bring down a lot of Sfarim. And they are the trouble months that we have to daven in the beginning, especially now. Today is not even Tammuz yet. Today is still the 30th of Sivan. And it's Rosh Chodesh. Hashem made it specially that it has a special more kedusha, more holiness. That in this day specifically could daven to Hashem. Hashem, please protect Am Yisrael. And there is a lot of trouble now coming. What is coming in America on July 1st? They want to change the cashless system. They want to change the banking system. Already in Europe, they already declined. Many banks don't give out the cash anymore. Close the banks. No cash. Countries without cash. You know what kind of trouble we're talking about? When they took away the gold, look how much problem it was. Now there's not going to be cash. It's all going to be digital. Can you just imagine buying a milk for $25? You think, wait till you see. Yes, some Europe countries. So now this is the time that Satan always controls. And this is the best time for the Rashayim to start trouble. So Hashem, please protect Am Yisrael, that even if, let's say, they choose this garbage and they want to do all the troubles of the world, Am Yisrael should be protected from that area.
Amen.
Bezat Hashem, the shiur is sponsored today, Lilu Nishmat Le
Yechiam ben Naomi.
Yechiam ben Naomi, and Bezrat Hashem, L'Refuah Shlema L'Kol Cholei Am Yisrael B'Cholam Le Chaya Bat Le Yosef Chaim ben Mafrat, Lior ben Ahuva, Livi bat Racheli, Yosef ben Miriam, Moshe ben Miriam, Lydia, Simcha ben Shlomo ben Simcha, Nisim ben Simcha, Yosef ben Simcha, Yitzchak ben
Yitzchak ben Lihi,
Yosef Yitzchak ben Lihi, yeah,
Chana bat Luna.
Chana bat Luna. You have somebody over there? Mordechai is busy. Okay, let's go. Vav. רבי יוסי אומר, כל המכבד התורה, גופו מכובד על הבריות. במשנה ו', פרק ג', חביבי. Where are you? You there? משנה ו', okay? רבי יוסי אומר, כל המכבד התורה, גופו מכובד על הבריות. Anyone who honors the Torah, he himself will be honored by everybody in the world. If you honor the Torah properly, you will be honored. We'll see what Rabeinu Yonah says about that. Let's go next page. וכל המחלל התורה, חס ושלום, anyone who defiles the Torah, what happens? Gufo mechulal al briyot. He will be defiled by individuals, by creatures, creation of this world. What does that mean? Let's see. Rabeinu Yonah, go back to bench, page Gimel, pay Gimel, Habibi, page Gimel. Right? Go back to Rabeinu Yonah, all the way in the bottom over here. Rabeinu Yonah, Vav. You see Rabeinu Yonah in the bottom? Vav, right there. Okay, you look at it. You there?
Yeah.
Rabbi Yossi Omer Kol Torah. Anyone who honors Torah, what does that mean? The Hu Kavod. What is the Torah? What is Torah? Now, many people have a big problem understanding what Torah means, Kavod Torah. They think, I'm going to come to the rabbi, I'm going to have a check over here, Rabbi, here's $1,000, here's $100,000 check. They think that's called honoring Torah. Chas v'shalom. Chas v'shalom, somebody to think like this for a second. Rabbi doesn't need you kissing his hand, and the rabbi doesn't need $100,000 from you. What does the rabbi need from you? The most important thing in the world, it says here, Shelo yaniach sfarim bekarka. You should not abandon Torah. Leave it aside. A person should honor anything that has to do with Torah, meaning the most important part of the Torah is the Sfarim that we're learning the Torah from. Sifrei HaKodesh, not Kesef, Habibi. Kesef is nothing. Learning Torah is the Ikar. Honoring the Torah is by honoring it. How do you honor? What do you do with something that you honor? You know, somebody showed me the other day that they found that they made a diamond, right? The diamond on the crown of the king. 200 carats, something like that, yeah? What do you do? Sitting over there, everybody's looking at it. Ooh, Mazda, Chabed, they're ready to kiss. If you touch it, they kiss your hand, you touch something holy. How right? There's $1 billion. There's $1 billion, Habibi.
200 billion next.
Okay. You see what's going on here? And what people do? People they're crazy. That's kavod. So what is kavod? Torah. Torah is kavod. The only thing is learning Torah. Not here's the money. Obviously, it's good to support all those things. That's very nice. That's the most important thing. But the more important than supporting Torah is to coming and learning the Torah constantly. Continues the rabbi. וחירת על דברי תורה ומכבד אותה ואת לומדיה, שדבר ידוע הוא שמהכרח הפסוקים והסברה שנותנת, שכל מי שמדבר טוב על הטובים ועל החכמים, שמוחזקים בו שהוא צדיק. How do you know what is a righteous person? The one who is constantly praising תלמידי חכמים and praising the מקומות התורה, מקומות הישיבות, constantly that where they are, this is what's in his mind. He's always pressing the issue of limud Torah. This is how you know a person is the right person. לכל אדם אותם לקו חובה ולוקח במעשיהם לומר שאינם מכוונים ואינו רואה להיות להם זכות שמדברים לפניו מן הרשעים מצדיק את המעשיהם וידוע שיש בו שמץ רשעות. חס ושלום, all those rabbis. That statement in Russian, בוא נראה, אתה איתנו? אהרון. Don't worry about it. Don't let him sit where he sits. Aaron, give me 2 more שניות, please. Okay? Now, here what's happening in Mordechai. And those guys, in Russian, they have a statement. In Russian, Bukhari, they have the statement, which I say it's karov lemamash avodah zara. What do they say? У каждого Авраама своя программа. What does that mean? Each rabbi has his own kunz. Each rabbi has his own some chidushim. It's gnut. It's like gnut. This rabbis, everyone makes up their own things. Chas v'shalom. There could be nothing more degrading or Chachamim. The whole Mishnah, Kol Israel, Kol Israel, and what does it say? The whole purpose of the Pirkei Avot starting, Moshe Kibel Torah Misinai, to teach you that even though the whole Pirkei Avot you're going to hear this rabbi say like this, and this rabbi says like this, and it could be even an argument, sounds like in your eyes, in your mind, you're going to hear it. Oh, there's an argument here between Rabbi Shimon and Rabbi Lazar. How do you behave? How are you supposed to say? What's the whole stuff, the whole Torah? No. Every word, you should know that every word that they speak in this Perek, in this Mishnah, it's from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Everything is from Hashem. Even though you think, this rabbi on his own. Chas v'shalom. Chas v'shalom. I tell people, Habibi, when I want to give somebody a little bit, over the head, I could say whatever I want because I'm learning Torah and I teach you something here. Somebody here. I have a rule. I never say anything. I never give musar. I never talk about anything. I see people do whatever they do. Don't say nothing. Unless we sit over here and we learn about the issue, I will not say. I come in, people put on feeling the wrong way all the time. Like, you could correct them once or twice, but how many times you going to correct them? But never stand strong on my idea unless I teach it. Once we teach it, now there's no excuse. Now it's incumbent on the person to approach and tell them, where did you learn it from? Like today, like over here in Hollywood, I have a big problem. We learn already the halacha. You're not allowed to cut your hair less than number 2 on peot. You go over here, everybody here, they make you a mamash, you can't grab nothing. Mamash, isur deoraita. Where you find the heter? Anybody ask over here, come to the shul, I say, hello, Habibi, where's your heter? I want to hear the heter. I don't want to fight with you. But who gives you permission just to cut yourself, whatever you want? No, one guy, I go to a barber, because of rabbis like you.
There's no religious barber. Give him kapsul.
No, he does it himself. People do it themselves. It's cheaper. Nobody goes to the barber here. Most people don't go to the barber anyway. No. I go to a barber. The barber tells me, because of rabbis like you, I'm not religious. It's my fault. It's not my fault that he's not religious, because the rabbis are always arguing. I said to him, very nice. Show me one rabbi who says you're allowed to cut your peot to less than number 2. ובזה אל תסתפק, כי בזה הדבר, says rabbi, תוכל להבחין ליבות האדם. This is how you could check a person's heart. See how he talks, how he behaves towards תלמידי חכמים. That tells you everything about a person. Right? ופסוק שלב יש לנו על זה, ששלמה עליו השלום אמרו. There is actually pasuk in Mishlei, says Rabeinu Yonah, that describes how an individual behaves towards the people are foundation of every generation. Every generation has a rabbanim, and they are the ones who are madrechim et tzibur, and they are mamish guiding the community to not just go has v'shalom astray. And how you talk about them? So Mishlei says like this: Matzref lakesef v'chur lazahav ish lefi mahalalo. So Matzref, who is Matzref? The one who is Mitzaref. Right? He makes a smith, goldsmith, silversmith, right? So he got,
Tzoref, kilo?
Yeah, Tzoref, yeah, Tzoref. The Kura Zahav, and those are the people that right? So each person, you could see how he's refined. If he makes beautiful items out of gold, out of silver, right? This is how you define a master at his profession. However, how do you define an individual? Says Mishneh. See what he praises all the time. See what he praises or opposite, whatever he degrades. So now you know whether this person is standing. If he degrades Chachamim, stay away from such people. Even though, right? Some people are going to say, somebody jumped on me once. Rabbi, why are you always judging? Why are you judging? I said, what do you mean I'm judging? The guy's talking over the nonsense. So I know he's not for Torah. He was upset. Why I called people this guy Amaretz? I said, he's on Amaretz. Why are you judging him? Because here, Rabeinu Yonah tells you. If he degrades Rabbanim, he's an Amaretz. So no, Rabbi, you can't judge people. What do you mean you can't judge people? Yeah.
He didn't let people come to the Bet Knesset.
Yeah, Rabbi Gamliel, yeah? Yeah. Okay.
He didn't let, if somebody doesn't have derech eretz, הוא לא נכנס לבית כנסת.
No derech eretz. Over there was a different story. Over there, Rabbi Gamliel used to put somebody outside. Alevai, you should be like that shamash. The shamash that he had, he could see you inside out, just looking at you. Right? No, again. No, 1 second. No, it's not tzarich. Chas v'shalom. Don't make that mistake. It's a big mistake. Okay. And the Gemara signs off that he did a major mistake. It doesn't matter. He did a major mistake. You cannot prevent people from coming to the... Habibi, hold on. Hold on, Mordechai, hold on a second. Shlomo. Excuse me. No, 1 second. That was not talking about kavod. 1 second. Okay, you said something. Can I answer? Can I answer what he said?
You know where you stand.
Now, 1 second. You don't mix up two things. Like right now, I go to Safra, Bid-Bidrash. I saw a beautiful thing. I asked the rabbi, maybe we should consider the sign away also. You go to Safra Shul, it says clearly, nobody is allowed to come in with sandals and with shirts. Clearly, this is sandals and with shirts.
Because I'm told.
Yeah, you can't go into the midrash. Yeah,
shirts.
But midrash at the Knesset, you got to daven over here. Okay, so now this is not what Rabban Gamliel said. Rabban Gamliel had a shamash outside of his bet midrash saying, "If you are a faker, you can't come in." Again, you see what bothers me that you're saying kachat tzarich. The Gemara, okay, but if you learn the Gemara will tell you 3 lines later that he was mistaken. That's not the way Torah is. That's shorts. We're not talking about. Where are you jumping from shorts? Where are you jumping? What he's saying, what you're saying. He's telling you that if there's a shamash standing outside, we're going to establish Rabbi Button is going to stand outside, or we're going to bring Rabbi Benayahu from Yerushalayim, and he's going to stand by the door, and everybody wants to come in. You can't come in, because you're a faker. No, but Rabbi Benayahu, I'm talking about Nikubalim. That's what he's talking about. He's not talking about shirts now. We're not talking about, don't mix two things. He's saying that the Rabban Gamliel was correct, and the Gemara says Rabban Gamliel was wrong. What should I tell you?
But then they brought him back to be a president.
That has nothing to do with that. That has nothing to do with that.
Even presidents make mistakes.
Yeah. That's right. No, but he was a good orator also.
He did not make a mistake.
No, he did make a mistake. Gemara says he made a mistake. The midrash should be always full. You don't do selection.
But you have to have system.
Okay, system of what?
You go to next to Bush. You present somebody.
This is not Bush. This is Torah. There is no selection. No selection. Okay, you're mixing up. He's still holding my shirt. He's still holding my sandals. Shlomo, we're not talking about sandals. We're not talking about sandals. Can you
tell me the phrase, who was not supposed to go in? Who was not allowed in?
Oh, you know, so he Shamash, Shema.
1 second.
Shlomo, you're mixing up. Shema, please.
Just go, 1 second.
We're not talking about you're not dressed properly. We're talking about a person looking exactly like me, a faker like me. Come to the door. Rabban Gamliel's Shamash would say, Avram Sofer, you can't come in here. You have too many
What is the definition of a faker? What was the definition of a faker?
He could see on the forehead.
Okay.
You could actually tell
But you came
through
back
the
from
forehead.
the casino. That's what you tell me.
No. He doesn't know.
No.
We came back from the casino.
They could see on the forehead. In the forehead, they could see everything you did that whole day.
Nobody can come into shul today.
Now we're talking business. So the Gemara says that's
nobody today can.
So the Gemara.
כל המדרשים היה ריקים.
So let's go back.
כל תלמידי
אז מה
החכמים
קרה? הוא לא עשה טעות. הוא לא עשה טעות,
אבל זה לא
כן.
התאים.
אבל זה גרם שאף אחד לא יכול להיכנס.
סליחה,
אז
סליחה.
צריך תיקון.
אז הם עשו תיקון,
The
אבל
Gemara
לא
said,
עשו תיקון.
I stand on my ground because he did make a טעות. And the Gemara says he did a טעות. And I fight anybody who says he didn't make a טעות because they're changing the words of the Gemara. Habibi, excuse me.
אני שואל-
The Gemara changed the policy. What happened was he was thrown out of the... Only one person talking here. You know, there's a recording, please. It's either me or you talk. I listen to you also if you want. What happened was like this. Rabban Gamliel was the Gedol, right?
Okay.
So he had a rule. Listen, we want perfect Torah. We don't want Torah to be influenced by anything. Derech Agav, smart people don't take money just from anybody else. So you have to know where you're taking money from. Because the money that a person takes to his rule could be mislead, and it could be many destroyed many bad things. All of a sudden, many people don't understand it. It's good to say it right now. I don't want to argue about this. Just I want to say it and bye-bye. Rabbi Noach Isaac Kolbam said, it is a Gdol Ador, one of the Gdolei Ador of Queens. Big post saying, whole day he just sits and learns. He never saw television in his life. He never looked at television in his life. He never read a newspaper in his life. A Chacham sits whole day, 24/7 in his attic, and he writes Sefarim Minchas Chaim. So they asked him, no, what can you explain to us, Rabbi? We have so many kids getting off the derech. So many children going off the derech. What's going on? He said, very simple answer. They're eating not kosher money. The food is not kosher in the house. Why? The money is not earned properly. What happened? So very simple. Maybe not in the house, maybe in the yeshiva. Today, the yeshivas are getting funding from government.
Everybody.
Most money from government is tarif.
No.
It's from taxes. It's from prostitution. Don't tell me no. Yeah. There's nude and alcohol and drugs. That's right. Most government money is not. It's tarif for you. You cannot do that. And now we're wondering where children go off. So that's it. That's just other side topic. So Rabban Gamliel went further. He said we can't have in Bet Midrash somebody saying tuma irradiates. Like what is a chemical? A chemical spreads, right? What an atom bomb, right? They spread out the chemical. You could have a biological weapon. The whole thing. The Torah works the same way. A person who especially looks like me, and he goes Rahman al does whatever he wants the whole day. Now he comes to Bet Midrash. He's spreading Tumah in the world. Spreading Torah. Rabban Gamliel said, you can't come in here. Okay. Now, the problem is, Rabban Gamliel missed, what's his mistake? One mistake that he made is that we're Jewish. What is a Jew? A Jew, a millisecond, he could become a Gdol Ador in mitzvot. Millisecond. Imagine a person who went to casino all his life, he did all the Avirot, he comes to Bet Midrash, he comes over here and he sits down. He might have a radiation of Tumah, left and right. But Rabbi Buddha said something, Shlomo said something here, Moshe, maybe he heard from me something. All of a sudden he changed his mind. And he says, you know what? I heard Hashem. And he has to say those words. I heard Hashem, and I feel bad that I heard Hashem.
I heard or hurt?
I heard. I heard Hashem's feelings.
10% from
1 second.
Mine 90%.
1 second. 1 second. But 1 second. Let me finish. Let me finish. 1 second of his tshuva from Ahava could turn all of his averot to mitzvah. And that was the mistake. Rabban Gamliel said, no, I don't want that. I don't want that. I'd rather have everything pure, and I don't need this. Maybe somebody will do tshuva. Do me a favor, leave your Torah outside. But the Gemara says in the end, no, nevertheless, when they get rid of the shamash, they get rid of the storeman. You know how many people added into the Midrash? 3,500 that day came extra to learn. And the Gemara ends off that 3,500 people, just by their presence there, they could answer thousands of questions they didn't know how to answer. Presence of Kedusha, of holiness, so many people, so much Shekhinah, there's a different Shekhinah, every level of Shekhinah. And Rashi says to us, every time there is different amount of people, there's different Shekhinah. Right? I don't hold strong, just off the topic for a second, I don't hold of this big deal making Siyum Hashaz in a Chas v'Shalom in a Goyish football stadium. I don't hold of it. So, but you'll find my pictures there. What happened? So I said to my Kindle, it says Rashi open. Rashi says Befirush, 22,000 people have a special Shekhinah. 22,000 people and up. No matter what, they're doing good, not good. Rashi doesn't say that. Rashi says when you have a gathering of 22, so I said to my Kindle, we're going for Mincha. Siyum Hashas over there. And I stayed for Mincha. Right after Mincha we left. We had about 40,000 people davening Mincha. You know what it is? How many times you can be Zoch in your lifetime to daven Mincha with 40,000 people? Wow. In one place? Kasher, not kasher. It's not kasher. It's 100% tameh, and you're not allowed to make Siyum Hashas in such a place. cannot do no Torah in Makom of Tumah. You cannot mix. Doesn't work together. However, they did it. Anyway, but why did I go? Just to tell you, because I hold this Rashi. The Rashi says clearly, 22,000 people together, this is different Shekhinah. Whatever. Anyway.
But they have to have kavod, bechila.
Yes, that's right. They have to have. You're right. Let's continue. Let's finish off. Let's
Miami Heat, there's גם 22,000 people. Miami Heat.
22,000 Jews.
שם זה...
I don't know what you're talking about.
הרב שם
22,000.
זה נסי.
No, no.
זה
No,
לא...
here.
זה הרב נסי.
No, you're talking about Pini. Rav Pini, he makes Echel, right? Akel. He does Akel in Miami Dolphins. That's not Miami Heat. צדיקים, ברוך השם. Okay. ואף על פי שכתוב והשם יראה ללבב. No. So now, Hashem knows the hearts, right? הוא בעניין המינות מדבר, שאין כוח האדם להבחין בחברו אם הוא מין. So Hashem knows everybody's hearts, right? Really, but I could already assume. I could see what a person praises all his days. You know, no problem. Nobody's still holding nothing. I wish one day we're going to be I wish one day we're going to have Shlomo is going to put for us. You know those guys that the shackles? You know the police, they have the shackles on the legs? You know that, Mordechai? What is it called? What is it called, Daro?
Tell me.
The shackles on the legs, you know, with the...
I don't want to know.
No, the handcuffs and the legs.
I don't want to know what shackles
No.
Shackles.
Shackles, right? So soon we're going to put on all the tables here shackles. And by Marvi, before everybody leaves, we're going to shoot out the shackles.
You have to take off the shackles that my wife put on me first. And then you can put on me.
Okay, anyway, thank you. Okay, continue. Continue, Rabbi. Okay. כי הדברים המצוונים בליבות המינים הם אך בדיבור כמאמינים. Now, you have to know that people, when they talk, now you know what they're talking. If a person sometimes is blessed, then you saw it. If the guy he loves the Torah or doesn't. גופו מכובד על הבריות. Continue, Rabeinu Yonah. Here. גופו מכובד על הבריות. מן השמיים מסעין שיכבדו הבריות. Anyone who loves Torah, Hashem will make sure. Here, we're on page Dalet, on Rabeinu Yonah, in the bottom. Okay? So if a person loves Chachamim, and he really loves everything that has to do with Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes sure he's going to have Siyata Dishmaya, everybody will love him. ועושה הדברים שזכרנו ובחילופיהן אמרו. And Chas v'Shalom, anything opposite. A person disgraces the Torah, or he doesn't respect the Torah properly, then opposite will be the truth. כל המחלל את התורה גופו מחולל הבריות. What does that mean? על אלו אמרו המגלה פנים בתורה, ואומר למה הוא צריך לכתוב ותבנה הייתה פלגש? וכיוצא בו הרי זה מחלל את התורה. Anyone who is speaking, right? He is speaking in the Torah, he is learning from the Torah the opposite of what Chazal teach him. Everything in the Torah has, as in the minut, everything has the Torah. You could read it and it sounds very harsh. It's harsh, but you could learn it in the right, appropriate way as the Chazal teach you. And there is a reason for everything. There is a Hashem not to be lo'eg. If somebody is lo'eg la Torah, chas v'shalom, he is showing this disdain for the Torah, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu will make sure that in all his lifetime, Rachmana litzlan, lo alechem, he will be disdained by surrounding us.